Morning.
It is morning. Blooming early morning.
Aye, so Cortex got his stick out. That was with an S. And we're going to move the cows because we've run out of cow feed. So we're going to take them down to the pasture. Between videos, we've added grazing in. And this pasture is set up for grazing. So if I wait here to block them as they run down. Little bit of role play. Imagine cows heading between the two of us and into the field.
See, that's one thing I would like to see.
Yeah.
It's the ability to
You've gone too far, I think. It's back in the gateway.
Oh, there we go. To create a path.
Yeah.
For the animals to walk down.
There we go. Do they need Vasa? You only brought some of the cows.
I could only bring 15.
Okay. They do not need Vasa. They have a whole load of hay, which is kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah, there's obviously some hay preloaded into the feed. It's showing 30,000 litres of roughage, so that does mean they're not going to graze, which is not so nice.
Yeah.
So
I did it wrong before. I could have put them all in one go.
Should I grab bale, or the silage might have fermented? So the keen-eyed amongst you will have noticed we're still on 1 day months because
we're noobs.
Yes. They're only 47% fermented, so the cows are going to be a bit non-optimal for a little while.
Which, yeah, it's okay. We can cope with that.
We can cope with that. When you change days per month, the change only happens on a season transition. And because normally you start in August, when you go to September, you switch from summer to autumn. So it happens. Because we started in March, we won't get the 4-day months until June when we switch from spring to summer. So we're going to keep the clock running slow while we get a few jobs done. So
that is correct. Yeah, we sort of overlooked that, didn't we, slightly?
So the plan, once we've done that, is we need to get a water trailer delivered to the farm because we're going to kick the production off as well, aren't we?
We are.
So if I go into, I'm not sure which section it will have gone into.
I did see it a minute ago. I can't remember. Animal transport. No, miscellaneous.
Okay. Because you were in miscellaneous buying the animal cane.
Yeah.
We've got the edited Abbey trailers, so they will take everything. Should I buy it or lease it? It's only $8,000.
Yeah, buy it.
Capacity. Liquid. Standard. Digestate liquid. We'll go for standard. I'm assuming that does everything. If only we had a vehicle that could tow a trailer. If only we had a vehicle that had a tow hitch on it.
Don't tell me twice.
I hope this works. I really hope this has an appropriate tow hitch on it. So the plan is...
Oh, I didn't tell you, did I? Sorry. While you were faffing earlier before the first episode that we recorded, I treated myself to some new alloys.
Oh, no, you didn't. I'm glad you spent...
250 quid, I'm sorry.
Glad you spent our money on new wheels. This does have a tow hitch on the back. I'm just hoping it's going to hook up. There we go.
Water source?
By the repair point.
Should we... Oh, yeah.
So it's not just a flash toy. It does have a use, although it is going to have to take it off-road. So...
Oops. Farm Lambo.
Yep.
Oh, dear.
Because the trigger is over here, which is going to be quite interesting in a Lamborghini.
What is the worst that could happen?
You get stuck and I push you out with a tractor?
Yeah, that might take some time. Do we want to?
How's it going slow?
It's a hose pipe. What do you expect?
True. That's not going to take that long.
What are we at now?
It's a quarter full.
Oh yeah.
So the plan is to do some planting today.
It is. We need
to lease the planters. I don't know if we wanted to arrange for those to be delivered up to the field with some seed.
That, sir, is a very good idea.
Because we're leasing them anyway, so if they're going to drop them off, they might as well drop them off where we want them.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You're near enough full.
That's going pretty well, isn't it, that?
All right.
I like the indicators as well. 60 quid.
Not bad. It's not bad. What should we go for in the production? Let-I?
Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Yeah.
No, I want to watch you try and get.
I don't know what you're like expecting to happen. I am a professional driver. Some idiots left the blooming door open though.
Actor in a Lambo.
It's fine. I can unload here.
Okay. Jesus, it's run over.
Oh, I came out the trigger.
I nearly said a word I shouldn't said then. So I'll put that on and I'll put it on selling. So basically, we just want to have this as a bit of passive income.
Yes.
So we're not worried about reducing the pallets and maximizing income. It's there. We might as well make use of it.
Do we need any more?
I think back it in and start it filling, and we'll just do it every so often.
Yeah, good idea.
And then we can head over to the fields. So
Tempted to use the old Arian, but it's not mine.
And it's probably not got enough. It might have got enough horsepower actually. Yeah. Have you got your not very smart box on the front?
Yeah, the dumb box.
Your dumb box, right? Should we see folks over at the field?
Yes, good idea, mate. Good idea.
Interesting is that actually that words
ridge marker.
That ridge marker you're putting down is not wide enough, and it's leaving an unplanted strip. So I would suggest you actually lift that up.
Okie dokie.
We were listening to the viewers and Marnox's suggestion of actually it might have been planting it, but it's not wide enough. So
I don't get that then. So what are you supposed to line up then? Is that your left wheel?
Maybe the wheel.
Oh, hold on. I've got bleeping. So that is turn you off. Thank you. We're not doing tram lines.
Maybe the wheel. But yeah, brilliant idea, Marnox. For execution on our part.
Yeah. Yes. So corn.
Corn going in with two nice leased seeders.
Planters. Plan will be to chop this.
Aye, and maybe we don't have a bunker silo.
And we could do with a cheap.
We could do with a cheap way to ferment the silage, really, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe something we could just like stack on the edge of the field to put it in.
Yeah, like if we've got any leftover straw from anything.
Yeah, that'd work. That'd work.
It would, wouldn't it?
Anyone got any suggestions for how we could do that?
For a decent mod, I've missed a bit there.
Well, we're screwed then if it's a decent mod.
I know of a decent grain dryer.
Yeah, there was one released on Mod Hub the other day.
There was?
Yeah.
That sparked some conversation, didn't it?
It did, certainly in our little community.
It did. Yeah, I can't remember what I said to. Yeah, each to their own.
Yeah.
It's clearly a popular idea.
It's a thing. Farms have grain dryers.
It is, and it's different enough. You know, I think theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to appropriate a gender. Um, I'm chuckling because we were talking about that
Yeah,
off camera, but
yes.
we'll leave that there.
Yep. Move on.
And that takes diesel, which is a fuel,
Yep.
clearly. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah. It's like there can be more than one BGA, and not just because I made two.
And you don't get upset, or
No.
Well, you do. You get really arsey, but not about that.
Yeah, I get upset about other things, but not necessarily about the fact, you know. I kind of think it would be a bit like someone getting upset when there's another cultivator that comes in the game, which, to be fair, a lot of people get upset about.
Yeah,
when there's another 3-meter cultivator, but you know.
But do people understand the origin of why there is lots of small equipment?
Probably not. Are you going to tell us a story, Uncle Kartek?
I think you told me.
I probably did, but I want you to tell the story.
Giants promote that as a way to learn how to mod, don't they?
Yeah. The 3-meter cultivator was kind of, I think it's probably changed over time, but it was basically seen as, if you're uploading your first mod and you want to get into implement and vehicle modding, the 3-meter cultivator is where you start.
Yeah.
And because it's a nice simple thing to make a 3D model of and implement in game, and go, and probably relatively simple to get through testing with giants.
Yeah.
To learn the process of creating a mod, and so
and the process of submitting and all that malarkey.
And the reason I say I think that's changed now is because we don't see as many of them. I think that was an FS19 thing, or maybe, you know, from earlier FS and hung over into FS19.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, now you just see any fool making any old mods.
Yeah.
And I still, you know, and I'm talking about me, because I started making mods because I wanted to make that BGA as a mod I could use.
Yeah.
Not for anyone else. I just thought it looked cool, and I was fed up of BGAs that would take 2 years to process 1 year's worth of crop.
It's right though, and I was Was it spoiler alert? Yes, I won't say it, but yeah, I was talking about speeds of BGAs the other day. Why has that done that? Because that is set to 15. There we go. Look at me being the old...
Are we running on 90?
We are running on 90. Awesome. Yes.
Cool. For some reason, I've gone on to 88. Now, endlessly clicking mouse buttons to try and get back to being able to do things.
Alt W.
No, it's not that. It's when you... I wanted to move the proceed HUD. And then it's like, which combination of middle click, left click, right click is it to get me back to controlling the game rather than having a mouse cursor that will move proceed HUD?
I see. That's your excuse, is it?
Aye, yeah.
1, 2, skip a few.
Are you skipping?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I you know, and then I think my second mod was probably the fixed crop prices, which was a suggestion from someone. It's like, it'd be really cool if you could do this. And I was like, I don't think I can. And then I did. And those two are the most downloaded mods. The fixed crop prices mod still gets loads of downloads every month. People clearly love a good cheat.
Oh, undoubtedly.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, no. Too far.
And yeah, I knew we were going to miss a bit in there. I never expected that I would have 1 million downloads of mods ever.
All right. It is. When you look at how. So I've got what, not two downloads, 2 mods.
2 downloads. Does that mean you?
2 downloads. Yeah. And it's at about, I think it's just shy of 40,000 downloads for the 2 combined.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So yeah, I mean, 1 million is epic, mate. Absolutely.
I think 300,000 of those are fixed crop prices
Yeah,
because people love a cheaty mod.
they do. I don't quite know what's going on here.
It's why I always put cheaty versions when I do I think the only one recently I've done that I haven't done that is the improvised animal sheds. But most of the time I will put a cheaty version in because people love a cheaty mod.
They do, and I think that's, you know, you don't want to have to always struggle.
No.
Because it saps the enjoyment out of the game very quickly.
And that was the thing for me with BGAs, is it was like, I've got, I've cut one field of grass and I've just worked out that I'm now going to spend an entire year feeding those, 20 bales into the processor.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just, you can't even say that that's realism at that point, because the farm that I have visited many times for running events that has a BGA on site, they produce, I think they probably have like 6 huge clamps full of silage, of their own silage on site.
Yeah.
They have it in fields covered in tarps, fermenting. They basically, if they can put silage somewhere,
they will.
There's silage fermenting somewhere.
Yeah.
And they don't do that because they're stockpiling years worth of it. They're doing it because they're going to get through it.
Well, yeah. And that's, the company that is relatively close to me that I see doing a lot of their tanking, they must have so much, like, I assume it's digestate at that point. But I'm pretty sure they've got, like, the sort of BGA setup going on, and it's got to run at a relatively quick pace. Yeah. Otherwise you'd be waiting, like you say, months, years.
But also it wouldn't be economical.
Done. No.
Because you in the real world they're using it to generate something.
Yeah.
They want an output out of it, and if it takes forever, no one would do it.
Yeah, exactly. How are you for seed?
I'm down to 22%.
Yeah, I think you might need a little bit more.
Yet again, I know this time you've worked harder. Normally it's me that runs out of seed first, because one of us does more of the work normally.
Oh, I went the long way around the headland.
You did, and actually you did that narrow bit. I only had a tiny little patch to fill in. So
yes, yeah, there you go then.
I guess if we probably get a bag of seed dropped off, that'll probably fill both of us, won't it?
Oh, I would reckon so. Yeah, it's only about 600.
Yeah. So we're also going to put some beets in at some point.
Yeah.
We figured we would need them for the cows, and they don't need a special planter.
Shouldn't have done that.
While you fat.
That was a lead.
That was a beeped out moment, I believe.
There's you making a note.
Yep, a mental one anyway.
Yeah.
If I probably won't remember. But there was something, your bloody cough the other week.
Oh, that was weeks ago now. People have forgotten about that.
Yeah. When I made a note of it and then completely forgot about it.
Yeah, and it was only me that commented. I'm out. Do you want to finish this strip for me? And then I can park on the side of the field and...
Do you want to get some seed delivered? I am impressed that we somehow managed to get VCA courses that are set that actually match up.
But I
think VCA must work on a somewhat coarse grid.
Yes.
So that, because otherwise we'd never guess getting it lined up right.
No, we're not that good, are we? If we only got generic seed. I'm not paying the DSV prices. So the aliens are watching. How much is in I'll just get one back.
I think, yeah, just get one back. We've not got that much to plant. I'll just grab a little, don't worry.
Raise that up.
I'm not going to sing.
No, don't.
Or hum.
Or hum. Yeah, you didn't do it this week.
Niche reference because you're the only person that's ever spotted or commented.
It was weird because normally I will just listen with one headphone on. And then it just caught me and I'm like, I need to listen to that again. I must have listened to the intro about 10 times, just sort of like really loud.
Yeah.
Going, he's humming. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
I was in a not grumpy mood that day.
Well, yeah. I've been quite a look at, sorry, tram lines, 2 o'clock. Look at them.
Aye.
They look good, don't they?
We did well there. About 2 o'clock. We did.
Where are you going?
I was setting up to run down that road, but there's a tractor in the way.
Beep beep.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'll go
that was our Friday afternoon one, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was one we did afterwards. So it came out very nicely.
We do it proper.
Yep. I've not really checked what the one where I was trying to work out on and off has come out like, but you know.
That was
34. 34. I think
it looks all right. Could maybe get them with one more.
Yeah, I think they might be a bit narrower. But...
meh. It's fine.
Yeah. While we've got the seeders lease, do we want to bang the beets into 12?
I think that is probably not a bad shout.
Because then we can return them, can't we?
We can get rid.
And then we've just got planting to do.
Aye.
We've still got quite a bit of planting to do because we've got
loads.
We'll have 3 fields left. So I'm discounting 9 because we're going to stick grass in there, aren't we, to get a bit more grass?
Yes. Because obviously, well, maybe not obviously, we are using Maize Plus, so we're going to try and do not different mixes, but rather than just silage and hay.
Yeah.
We'll stick some beets in, aren't we? And we might get, I don't know, we might tweak it maybe.
I know of a man who used to play farm sim, I don't know if he still does, who made us a molasses tank that we could maybe put on the farm.
I was just thinking the same thing, and I know roughly where to put it. If we can, we might need to do some more GE, not more GE, a little bit of GE to delete another barrel.
I think that might be a nice addition. I was actually looking at it the other day when I was browsing mods. So...
Yes. And it's sugar mill.
Aye. Yep, it's custom sugar mill.
Yeah. It's that. What was it? It's the sort of the slippery slope comment, isn't it? It's the sort of I've done this, and now I'm going to do this to make stuff for this, and they think, yeah, slippery slope.
Yeah.
Slippery slope indeed. There we go. That didn't take long.
No,
we've got an 18-metre planter, haven't we? So
yeah, I've just about run out of fertiliser at that point.
Oh, I've got... Come on, have enough. I'm not going to have enough. You are kidding me.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, if you would do. Otherwise...
There is a little misbit in the field where I couldn't get the planter to plant.
I think that undulation is unworkable.
At least with a 9-metre implement, anyway.
You might get it with it if you got a little. I didn't unfold it, did I?
There we go.
Look at yourselves.
You press the X button and that puts out the wheels and stuff.
Yes, I know that now. haven't used this one for a bit.
No, I haven't. I think I might. I don't know if I've used it in 22.
I think I used it on. Or if I used it on Calmston.
Don't mind me. I'm just randomly clicking the mouse again.
Where are we going now?
12, which don't know if we need to go back down to the main road to enter.
No.
Or whether we can get at it near the chickens.
I think we can get at it near the chickens. Right, that way.
Let's try and make... Where are you going?
Into the wall, because this has got the turning circle of the Titanic.
There we go.
There, it's better. Because if we go back that way, we can get some refilling done out
at the farm, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my thought. It's Courseplay that keeps stealing my mouse.
Don't right click.
Yeah, I normally have it switched off. Because I have a habit of accidentally right clicking.
Oh, you trackpad. I thought you got your mouse.
No, mouse. No, but I just have a habit of accidentally right clicking.
Does that tree have a collision? No, it doesn't.
That's why we're doing it. We're testing.
We are testing still. We have made a couple of notes, haven't we, on little things
yeah,
that
we have. So
sort of spotted and we'll feedback. But
yeah, we are genuinely trying to be helpful. Should we get filled up and see folks at the field?
That is a good idea.
Change of plan.
Yeah, ever so slightly.
Slight change. The field we were going to put beets in has grass growing in it, so we're going to put beets in field 9. So I need to unfold my tool. No, I need to fold my tool.
This is what I have to work with.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm good.
Sorted now?
Onwards.
Onwards.
Beets going in.
Beets. Lower. Go. So yeah, we want the beets for the mix.
Yeah.
But we don't want to spend 53 hours harvesting them.
We do actually have some beets already over at the other building that we own. There is a pile of beets over there that comes as part of when you start the map up.
Yeah.
You remember?
I do.
At some point we'll go. There are some custom productions that FS Landscaping has built into the map, and some of them are in a big building over the other end of the map. So we're going to show you those at some point.
We do. There's plenty left to show, isn't there?
Yes,
really?
there is. But we need to actually get the farming done.
yeah.
Before we can show some of the other bits, because the fields don't plant themselves.
No, they don't on camera.
Giving away all of the magic.
I know. We haven't got multi-terrain then.
I would guess not, because it's going to be going on console.
Oh, of course.
And you can't have multi-terrain angle on console because, geez, they can barely display the game having played it on PS4.
When you said about, like loading it up and then it needs an update and all this, I'm like, yeah. Disc will be wearing away.
Yeah.
Takes an age.
Yeah, right. There's no
matter how good your connection is.
There's no disc on my version of Farm Sim on console because I got a digital download because the CD drive on the PlayStation that I have is screwed.
Oh right.
It sounds like it's got a bag of spanners that have been stuffed in it, and I've opened the second thing I did is learn how to take apart PS4 and clean the CD drive out.
Oh.
Because it was that loud that I didn't want to sit next to it with it running.
No, it doesn't
was
give
loud.
It wouldn't give the best gaming experience, would it?
No. So yeah, I did that. That was like day one.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is why I've been gifted a PlayStation.
Because it doesn't work.
Yes. And
I haven't been on my Xbox for ages.
yeah, it's the delights of having a neurodivergent child. Not child anymore, young adult that didn't mention the fact that there was something wrong with it, just stopped using it, and then when she moved out, said, "You can have it now." What are you doing?
Where are you Oh, you going that way?
Yeah, I'm going that way. It's maybe not the best way to go, but it's what I've picked.
Genuinely did just roll my eyes and shake my head at you then.
Oh well, sorry, Dad.
I think I actually set a GPS course for this way. I did. Yes, I'll take that back.
What was that?
You can keep your eye roll, and you can
shove it where
the sun don't shine.
Sun don't shine. Yeah. So it's some stuff is kind of okay. I'm still really struggling with the controls quite often. But what amazes me more is the lower graphical quality, things like draw distance, things like that. And the load time.
Yeah.
The load time is literally start the save loading, go get a drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then come back.
Yeah. And it's only going to get worse. You know, like, there's got to come a point, and I think FS25 probably will be that point.
I think this will be the last FS that's on previous gen platforms.
I think because you open yourself up for so much hassle. I'm going to nudge that across just a little bit.
I think it affects so much because that's your minimum. You have to make everything work on it.
Yeah. So, and then it drags everything else down.
Yeah, so multiplayer is limited by what the worst old gen console can do.
Yeah.
And that's not saying, you know, like we're playing multiplayer with Maze Plus and a bunch of script mods. It's not saying that it stops those, but what it does is stop how much data the servers can handle.
Yeah.
And so stripping those out and not having to make everything work with them will probably allow for much more even on console. You know, on the giants will be able to do a lot more.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I think there's I don't know. Do you do an FS25 light?
No, you don't. They're not big enough.
No, that's a fair point. Actually,
Giants are not a big enough developer to do 2 games.
No.
And then it'll be, is that coming to FS25 Lite or is that just FS? Because, you know,
yeah.
And it'll have an effect on PC players as well, because if you've got a min-spec PC for FS22, you might be struggling when if Giants ditch being able to run on old consoles, it will also push up the PC that you need. This is all speculation on our part, of course, but
yes, we have nothing to back this up, by the way. Yeah.
You know, it's if you're not making the game run on PS4, you're not going to hold back maybe on so much on, you know, because FS22 can run on a pretty poor PC.
Yes.
And you know, it's maybe more likely that they will look more towards the kind of what's the minimum that's popular on something like Steam.
Yeah.
So that's entirely possible.
It is.
Can't believe how quickly we've hammered through all this planting work.
It's gone rather quickly and rather well.
It's not even 7 a.m.
Oh, I know. 2 fields done.
I don't know what these farmers whinge about.
Oh dear. Comments on a postcard.
I haven't insulted Americans lately, so I might as well insult farmers.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. What could possibly go wrong with that one?
That was a nice job of work, sir.
It was indeed.
So I guess next time we need, or between now and the end of the next video, we need to get the rest of the fields planted, don't we? Which is now actually only 3 fields. So
Which is good.
not quite so bad.
No. Yes,
But
it was a bit of a shock. Only seeing the 1 day for April was a bit of a
yes,
But,
2
yeah.
nice, short, snappy videos this weekend.
Shorter, yeah, very good.
Mainly because we've been very short of time this week.
Unbelievably
And,
so.
and I think the next couple of weeks are maybe going to be down to 1 video a week.
I think so too, yes.
Because we've both got very busy Fridays, and generally Fridays when we do this. So,
yeah. Yes.
cool.
Needs must, no way.
Right, got to pay the bills.
Aye, exactly, mate. That was cool.
Yes, much fun again. I will see you next time.
You will, mate. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
See, look what you've done.
2 tractors into 1 opening does not go.
That's a lovely screenshot.
It's
Wrong beat. Sorry.